Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day and great week so far. It is me here by myself tonight. AJ had surgery on Monday, so she is out of commission. She's actually off for 3 weeks, which is crazy. Hello, everyone. Hello, Paolo. Hello, Fred and Lisa. How are you guys? Yeah, so AJ will be back on. Hey, Dom, how are you? Welcome. AJ will be back on the 27th for the live stream, as will Meg. Meg and AJ will both be here. But AJ is off from the other day, from Monday until the 27th. And I think that's officially AJ has been working for me for the marketing company for 10 years. Since like 6 months after we started the company, she was like the second employee. So this will be the longest I haven't seen AJ, and we haven't worked together in the same office in 10 years. Pretty crazy. But AJ is doing well, and her and Meg will both be here for the 27th, which is 2 weeks from now, which is going to be our extravaganza of a live stream where we're giving stuff away every 5 minutes. Dom, thanks so much for asking. A little bit better today. Thank you so much. I'm not going to knock on wood here. Charlie, hello. How are you? Vicky, great to see you. I'm leaving everybody on the board from last week. If anybody new comes in, I will add you, like West Coast Cultured. I will add you to our list. West Coast, let me know your name in the chat, and I will add you. So West Coast Culture said, I'm a solo female millennial who gets bored easy. Will MSC Magnifica be a bad choice for me? Yeah. No, it depends on what you want to do. Hold on. You said, I usually just like to go to the spa, eat, go to the pool and jacuzzi, and enjoy the ports. You're fine. Never been on MSC before, intimidated by possible bad food, service, lack of cleanliness. So on all of the MSC ships that I've been on, there is no lack of cleanliness. MSC Magnifica is the oldest ship that I've been on. It's beautiful. It's an older ship, but it's not dirty or anything by far. Seascape, if you want to go on Seascape or Meraviglia, they're beautiful ships. They rival any other cruise ship in like the beautiful of them and clean and everything else. The service, here's what I'll say about the service on MSC. Generally, for the most part, it's very similar to Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, all the other cruise lines, Carnival, whatever. I will say if you stay in the yacht club, it's the best service I've ever had on a cruise ship. If you're not in the yacht club, depending on what ship you're on, like on Magnifica, my general experience was the service was very, very good. You may see, depending on like where you go, the ship and the service, you may see a little more hands off I've never seen bad service. I've never seen bad service pretty much on any cruise line. But like the service is a little more, like if you need something, ask for it sometimes on some of the MSC ships, but it's never bad. They'll do whatever you need right away. It's just not the like doting Disney kind of service sometimes. I will say the food I was on 3 MSC ships this year. The food in the buffet, while limited, more limited than the other cruise lines, there's like no Indian food or anything like that. There's a limited amount of food, but the food in the buffet, in my opinion, on MSC has been better than the food on other cruise lines. I think maybe because it is a little limited. First of all, you can pretty much make a charcuterie board on every ship. I said this last week in the buffet. You can make, there's like meats and cheeses at every meal. It doesn't matter. There's pizza at every meal. There's breakfast pizza, and the pizza is very good. The pasta is very good. With MSC, if you're in the buffet or the main dining room, my guide for you is go to what they're good at. So they're good at Italian food, eat Italian food. It's very, very good. The Caesar salads are amazing. If you go on Meraviglia, they have a mozzarella station. The food is very, very good. Specialty dining, I've been blown away by. It's very, very good. And yeah, I mean, if you like to go to the spa, eat, and go to the pool and jacuzzi, enjoy the ports, Magnifica is great. Any of those, any of those ships will be great. Seascape is like one of my favorite ships of all time, and Meraviglia was really great as well. Lori, hello, how are you? Dom, glad you got the Christmas card. Yeah, anybody who didn't get a holiday card yet, I have a couple that still need to be mailed out. But if you haven't sent me your address yet, send me your mailing address. Send me your mailing address to, I'll put it in the chat here. JP at, not KP, JP at send me your mailing address to there, and I will send you a Christmas card. We're not going to like market to you or anything like that. Tom, waitlist pros and cons. In what respect are you talking about waitlist? Are you talking about like for the cruise itself, like the new thing that they have going on for Holland America? Hi, Felicia. How are you? Charlie, best and worst cruise lines for having a lot of tasks to accomplish when you board. What do you mean, Charlie? Do you mean like things that you couldn't do beforehand, so you have to do new ones, so that you have to do them when you get on board? Sorry. Desiree, thank you very much. I'm going to add you to the board. This is going to be fun tonight. We got a lot of people. Add Desiree there. And the way I'm going to do this is, if you are on the board and you're splitting a space with someone else, you both win. So you're good. Vicky, gotcha. Hello, two old farts. How are you? Vicky, gotcha. Got you. John said, I have an MSC cruise in 24 too. Seashore. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been on Seashore yet. I will be on Seashore in April. Obviously, we talked about that last week, as you know. I will be on there right after you. I don't think you're going to have a problem. First of all, don't worry about the service at all. On the U.S. ships, it's going to be very similar to Norwegian or Royal Caribbean or anything. It's the same people. I talked to people on my last ship. My room steward had just left Royal Caribbean and came to MSC. He wanted to work for a private company. I talked to a lot of people in the bar. They all work for all the different cruise lines. They all move around. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. Most of the service issues in the past were in other countries. Like Meg went on World Europa this year. So that's 4 MSC cruises we did this year, our team. And she said the service was weird. It wasn't bad. It was just weird. It was like very much like, whatever. If you need something, we'll get it for you, but we're not going to ask or go out of our way. In the U.S., the service has been amazing. So I have no issue with that. And on Seashore, it's going to be the same as Seascape, right? It's the same type of ship. I think the food's going to be great. I don't think you're going to have any issues with first of all, every meal that I've had on MSC has been very, 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 very good. And on Seascape and on Magnifica and this last one, I ate in the buffet a lot. I just got there early, so I don't have to have all the touchy hands on my food, but of all the other gross people on board. But the food, like I said, if you go to the buffet and you get meats, cheeses, pizza, pasta, Caesar salad, you're going to be a happy camper. And the coffee is incredible. Peter, hello. How are you? Paolo, thank you very much. Appreciate that. John, I'm going to add you to the board. If you're new here, every week we give away a book, which is the first thing we spin on the wheel. And the second thing we give away, I don't know if Roger's here yet, but the second thing we give away is we give away coffee from our sponsor, which is Mainly Coffee. This is Roger and Sarah own Mainly Coffee. They're obviously in Maine. If you scan that code, you get 10% off your order, or you can use Byte size cruises on your checkout. Get 10% off. Their coffee is amazing. If you win tonight, you will get a bag of coffee, ground or bean, or you'll get tea. And the tea has coffee cherries in it, which is very unique and very interesting. Paolo, you are quite welcome. I'm glad that you got the card. Lisa said, have you ever driven to Brooklyn to go on a cruise? Yeah, we went to, oh, you're fine. Coming from Central Jersey, you're fine. We went on MSC Meraviglia this year. Excuse me. We drove, we stayed at a hotel, and we parked in the lot. It was great. No issue at all. My advice is get there a little bit early. And that's about it. Otherwise, we had zero issues. The port is very easy to get in and out of. We parked in the port. We had a very easy time parking. We had a very easy time leaving when we left. I don't think you're going to have any issue, especially if you're going from Central Jersey. You guys are fine. Dom asks, have I ever cruised with Holland America? I have not. That is a great question, Dom. And I am here to tell you that I booked a cruise with Holland America. Let me tell you in a second. I will be on Holland American this year, and I am going on, I talked about this with somebody. I forget who I talked about it with. So I will be on the MS Volendam in June 8th of 2024. This year I will be there on the Volendam. It's doing like Boston, Bar Harbor, Halifax. I'm doing that twice this year. I'm going to do it in the summer because I love Boston, and then I'm going to do it in the fall with the rest of the team. We're all going to go in the fall. Charlie, yeah, so the best ones are going to be Royal. I mean, it's so easy to kind of get everything done ahead of time on Royal. And they're the only ones, I mean, to be honest with you, other than NCL with a couple of the shows, most of the time you're just getting on the ship and it's first come, first serve. There's only a few shows, the MSC carousel shows you have to make a reservation for. But for the most part, most other cruise lines, that's not a thing. It's just Royal with the big shows. So Royal's probably the best and the worst on the Oasis class because there are some things you might not be able to get ahead of time. Dining, I think NCL's the best because you can do it as soon as you get on the ship. I just go up to the kiosk, put my key in, and I make all my dining reservations. You can do them ahead of time as well. It's just they run out of reservations online very quickly if you don't book it right away, which most of them do, but they only open up like 30% prior to the cruise. So that's that. And I will say I just booked all my specialty dining for Carnival, and I booked it and scheduled it at the same time. Very, very easy. So I would say Royal's probably the best and the worst at that, which is funny. Charlie, thank you so much for telling everybody to hit the like button. Leslie, you're on the board. Don't worry. Tom said several cruise lines offer wait lists for cabin categories that are sold out. So at this point, Tom, I would say no. That's my advice. I do not do it. Now, if you're booked in like an inside cabin and you do a wait list for a balcony, sure, that's fine. You're probably not going to get it. But at this point, because most of the ships are sold out or very crowded, so I will do that for clients here and there. I will put something on hold or on wait list for them. For the most part, if you are just like jumping in a wait list and you don't know if you're going to go on the cruise or not, do not do that. As we've seen with Royal, and it's happened with NCL and other cruise lines, I'm sure people do wait list, even guaranteed cabins. I do it myself sometimes, because I don't care. But I do advise people, if you have a choice, book a cabin. Don't do guarantee and don't do wait list. Now, the thing that Holland American has going on, I don't know if everybody saw the news that we did this week. Holland American is offering a pretty cool deal for upcoming cruises. If you would like to do standby, which is basically standby, which is you pay $50 per person per day, which is awesome. So if it's two people for a 7-day cruise, you pay $700 plus port fees and taxes. So you're going to be in for about $1,000. And you're on standby. They will let you know somewhere between a week and 3 weeks before if you are going. So if you have a flexible schedule and you don't really care and you want to go on a cruise, this is a good way to do it, and you'll probably get those. There are cancellations right before, and I don't think a lot of people are going to be in that, like, I could just go on a cruise whenever. But if you live close to the port and you're retired or you have time off that you don't care if you travel or not, it's a good way to do it. That seems pretty fun. The only downside to that is you have to pay up front. You do get your money back if they don't have a room for you, but you can't cancel. So just some advice there. But as a general rule, I say no on the wait list. I don't think it's the best idea in the world. And I always tell people, again, the same thing with like I'll talk about it real quick, but it's the same thing I tell people all the time about doing the upgrades through Royal or Norwegian or whatever it is. You get the upgrade advantage emails or the Royal ups. I just tell people, if you want to book a higher stay room, just book it. Especially now, they're going to sell out anyway. And here's the thing. I had this happen to me last year on Oasis. I did a Royal up for an Aqua Theater suite, and I got it. And it was the like super crappy Aqua Theater suite on Oasis that is blocked. You can't see the Aqua Theater. So, you know, luckily I'm able to go in there. And this is like 2022. So cruises weren't sold out. Like, it was pretty easy. I went in there and just moved my room and pushed it back down. Actually, we were in the Crown Loft suite, which is lower than that Aqua Theater suite, but we took that, and I said no, thank you. Dom, yeah, you're right. I don't think you'll have any issues with the Brooklyn terminal. It's pretty easy. All right. Tom said, think MSC got a bad rap because one ship failed an inspection. Yeah, look, those things happen. They've happened to all the different cruise lines. MSC did have a bad reputation for a while for service and food and different things like that. I think for the most part, those things have all been sorted, especially in the U.S. Just saying. Lisa went on Holland America in 1979. That's awesome. John L. said, just got off Virgin Valiant Lady. It's an amazing experience. Not as busy as Royal or Carnival, but the food and service is outstanding. I recommend it to any foodies. Yeah. I mean, there's no buffet, which is really nice. You get some like food trucks. You have specialty dining that you don't have to pay for, which is great. Yeah, I'm sad that we didn't get to go on Brilliant Lady. It got canceled because it's not ready yet. So we will rebook that ASAP. Tom, I saw that. First I saw it, and then I saw Tony on La Lita Loca talk about it. That Glaciers and Volcano cruise is awesome. So that's the cruise that goes to Alaska for like a week and then goes down to Hawaii for over a week. Some of those cruises are like 20 days. That is an amazing, amazing, amazing cruise. Norwegian does a cruise like that. It's called Fire and Ice Cruise, which is I think why they called it Glaciers and Volcanoes. But that's on my bucket list to do that. But it's going to be a while because I can't go. I can't do like 14 or 20 day cruises. I have too much stuff going on here with my dog and work and everything. Yeah, the parking is $45 a day. That is not ideal, but it is what it is. It's New York, you know. Felicia's been on Seascape and Seaside this year with no issues, going on Magnificent January, which I was just on, and it was awesome. Yeah, MSC is raising prices a little bit on certain things I've noticed. That might just be for that specific sailing or something with that sailing. I have to look into that because I haven't heard the trilogy going up on all the cruise lines. We shall see. Peter, you are quite welcome. I did that myself, funny enough, the holiday card. Meg and I were doing a bunch of stuff. Meg's the graphic designer for our marketing company and the project manager. And we were working on two things. We were working on like the bookmarks, and then we were talking about doing holiday cards, and then I forgot to have her do it. And then she was off for a while and I had to get them done. So I did them myself. So I'm proud that I was able to actually get something done. It's not the best. I appreciate the nice words there. Next year they'll be super nice, but not bad on short notice. And I wanted to get them out again. If anybody would like to get a holiday card, which we would love to send you one, please send me your address, your mailing address. What else is going on, everybody? Any other questions or anything? Dom Josie, I'm going to check out that trilogy pricing on my Seashore cruise. I'm going to pull that up. Let's do a little... Lisa, you'll get the card separate. AJ sent out the coffee last week, and I'm sending out the cards, so you'll get a card. MSC Cruises. Let me look into this. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, if anybody got like coffee and didn't get a card, or got something but didn't get a card, you'll get the card separate. I'm going to log in and see if the trilogy is expensive on mine. It's riveting, I'm sure, for everybody to listen to. Yeah, $45, going back to the Brooklyn thing, $45 is very expensive, but I was shocked it was actually like $20, and then they changed it. So, it is what it is. It's especially in New York. It's not even on my Seashore one yet, so I'll have to look it up and let you know. Vicky, I'm going to answer your question in a second. Charlie, on yours, so what I will say is I don't dislike Nassau. I think Nassau is a great port. There were problems previously. So here's the thing with me in Nassau is that I've been there 700 times. I just, I've run out of things to do in Nassau. I try to do different things now just to get like footage and do things. I was there 2 weeks ago. What I will say is it used to be really bad experience because coming out of the port, you used to get like accosted by the locals for like braids and taxis and everything else. And they fixed that with the new port now. The biggest issue for me with Nassau is like you get off your ship and there's 5 other ships there and it's like 50,000 people dispersing into the town of Nassau. It's just too many people. But there are great things to do in Nassau. I don't dislike that port at all. I think people just get like tired of it because all of them go there. So Vicky, my favorite MSC ship so far is Seascape. It is just beautiful. It's not perfect. I do enjoy like a Royal Promenade. I love the Royal Promenade. I love Central Park and all those things. But here's what I will say about Seascape. The sports bar is one of the coolest sports bars I've ever seen. It is, they have like these little round booths and TVs in there. They have really nice lounges. They have an awesome chocolate bar in there that has like chocolate you could buy that they're making, coffees, teas, hot chocolates, all kinds of crazy things. And I love the fact that there's not like one pool in the middle of the pool deck. There's like a pool in the back on deck 8 that's like an infinity pool. There's pools on the top deck. There's an indoor pool. I love it. Meraviglia has the Royal Promenade, but to me, Meraviglia, as much as I love the Royal Promenade and I love Meraviglia, it just felt like a knockoff of a Royal Caribbean ship, where Seascape felt like a different ship, and I loved it. It was just lots of nooks and crannies in different places, and things were just weird and different enough that I really enjoyed how different it was than other cruise ships. That's what I will say about Seascape. But I really enjoyed Meraviglia. I really enjoyed Magnifica, much smaller, not a ton going on. And Meg was on World Europa, and she did not enjoy the ship, but I think that was more to do with the surface. And that also is like an Oasis ship. So, it's just, that's what it is. So dining with the officers is cool. The problem is if you're on a sailing that has a lot of Sapphire or higher people, there's just too many people. So it's just basically you're just in the main dining room. You're like in a main dining room. But if you're on a smaller sailing where there's not a lot, it's really cool. You can really pick their brains and talk to them. And It's all going to depend on your cruise, who the crew is. But sometimes you have really cool people in the crew. Sometimes they're very like stuffy. When I was on my last NCL cruise, it was awesome. So I will be on Encore in February, and I'll let you know how that one goes. Leslie, Celebrity Ascent. So we were booked to go on Celebrity Ascent, and I canceled it due to our changing in what we're doing in our philosophy. Ascent looks beautiful. So it looks like a resort to me. It looks really, really nice. I like what Celebrity is doing with their newer ships. It's basically Royal Caribbean, but classier. And the food is really great on those Edge class ships with Edge, Apex, Beyond, and now Ascent. And, they have a lot of cool new functionality and features. Technology is really huge on it. They have like new games that you can play that are like a little more augmented reality and virtual reality, where you can be like the controller. There's space you could rent out for groups and do karaoke and things. And to me, it's like, I like the idea of having an upscale version of Royal Caribbean. So basically I almost wish they would just go to the Virgin. Celebrity would just go the Virgin route and just be like, look, we're not for kids. I mean, there's no water slides. There's no, fun things going on. It's more of like a luxurious resort. So I think you'll really like that because you like Epic. It's like, I think you would really like Celebrity Ascent. I think it's a cool ship. And I can't wait to go on another one of those Edge class ships. The Margaritaville in Nassau is beautiful. It's brand new. You could do a day pass there. You could do resort for a day or just a regular day pass to go to the water park there. It is really, really nice. Yeah, when we go to Nassau for the Halloween cruise, it'll be awesome. There's tons of things to do. We'll set up some excursions for there too, so we all have some fun things to do. I like going to Grey Cliff and getting chocolates. There's like a fun wine tasting you could do. There's lots of fun things. Hey Lisa, sorry, there's nothing wrong with my dog. She's great. I just meant like I can't do like a 20-day cruise and leave my dog at home. So 7, I did 10 last year, and that's pushing my luck a little bit. And I cruise a lot, so like I can't take advantage of like all the people that help, and boarding the dog is expensive if I have to do that. So, 20 days is a little bit out of the realm right now. She's great though. She's 3.5. She's a Doberman. She's awesome. Yeah, Peter, totally up to you for the September cruise. We're also doing, like I said, I'm also doing the Holland America in June, which is doing kind of that Canada, New England thing as well, if you're interested in trying Holland America out. Damien, that is awesome. You guys are going to have such a great time on Seashore. I can't wait to hear all about it. You can come back and let us know how the food and everything is on Seashore before John L. and I go on ours in March and April. And then obviously I'm on Carnival in a few weeks. I think it's a month from today, actually. Yes, it's a month from today. Today's the 13th. So I'm on Carnival Jubilee in a month. I'm actually pretty excited. I actually looked it up. This is my first Carnival cruise in 20 years. How crazy is that? So I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of see where these newer Carnival ships kind of put them in what I'm used to with NCL and MSC and Royal and Princess and all the other cruises that I've been on since then. So I'm really excited to check it out. I think Carnival Valor was the last ship I was on. I'm pretty sure. I'm excited. I'm excited to try all the food. I booked 4 specialty dinings for my Carnival Jubilee cruise. I booked the steakhouse. I booked teppanyaki on the first day again, since that's kind of the thing. And then I booked Rudy's Sea Grill. And I booked an Indian cooking class where you get dinner. So I'm doing 4 specialty dining. The rest I'll do either main dining room or buffet. And then for lunch, I'll do the other free ones like Blue Iguana, Shack's Chicken, Guy's Barbecue, and all that. Let me know on Carnival what you guys are interested in. What I want to try to do now is try to get a little more now that we have like a nice little community here, I'd like to get more feedback before I go so that I can do things or show things that you guys really want to see. So if there are things that you would like to see on Carnival Jubilee, whether it be bars like the Alchemy Bar, which I'm excited about, or if it's food, or if it's stuff on the ports, like if there's excursions that you want me to try, I'm happy to do anything that you guys are interested in within reason. But on board, I'm happy to do anything. I'm obviously going to do the Volt roller coaster and things like that. But let me know what you're thinking. I'm happy to try some fun things. Vicky, we're doing Breakaway in March. We are in NCL Breakaway in March, and that is, who knows? What are we doing in March? It's funny when you book all these cruises and then you forget, like, oh, well, wait, what are we doing? Oh, that's the one where we're leaving out of New Orleans. Yeah, so we're leaving out of New Orleans on St. Patrick's Day, which was, in retrospect, a bad idea. Airfare was so expensive. It's $3,500 round trip for Meg, AJ, and myself to fly to New Orleans. Coach. $3,500 round trip. That's bananas. Carnival Glory. I was on Carnival Glory. Yeah, it's awesome. It was a great ship. I don't know how it is now. Probably is not great now. Lisa said, food in the ship. You got it. I mean, I'm all about food in the ship. I'm always going to do ship tours. Trying to like do them. My biggest issue when I do ship tours is, and it's a me problem, not like a ship problem, is I am trying to not be the center of attention. Even doing vlogs, right? Which is why, and I'm going to change a little bit. So, which is why like I do all of my like vlog and recaps from the room, because I'm not trying to walk around the room like I'm an influencer around the ship, so that everybody is like, ooh, who is that? What is that guy doing? So my biggest issue with the ship tours are that I'm doing them at like 6 a.m, so that I'm getting some sunlight, but there's nobody else out, because I don't want to aggravate everyone else that's on a cruise. No one else is, could give a, if I'm videoing things and doing things. They're trying to enjoy their vacation. I'm not there to interrupt you or be a pain in the butt. So I need to have a better plan when I'm doing a lot of the vlogging stuff, so that I can get you more footage without being intrusive to everyone else's vacation. I know most of the vloggers are actually pretty good at it. Some of them just don't care and they make it about them. It drives me crazy, but it's not what I'm trying to do. So Damien, I hope you get the yacht club. That would be awesome. I don't even know if there's any openings. I'll have to look and see if there's openings for the yacht club for that. And then if not, you just have to hope that someone cancels. All right, while we have a little lull, I'm going to remind you again, because I didn't do a great job last week, especially with Roger. Roger was here. So if you love coffee or tea, please support Roger, who's our sponsor, which is Mainly Coffee. It's mainlycoffee.com. You could scan that QR code. It's going to take you right to our little shop there. And then whatever you buy, you will get 10% off your order at mainlycoffee.com. If you can also just go and shop there and put in bite-sized cruises on checkout, and you will get that same 10% off. We really appreciate you, buying stuff from Roger. That's awesome. Damien, did they send you an email to do the upgrade? Is that what you mean? Also, while we have a lull, I'll also pitch our Halloween cruise. So if you've forgotten, because we haven't talked about it every single week for the last 2-3 months, we're doing a Halloween cruise. October 27th, 2024, out of Bayonne, New Jersey, Cape Liberty Cruise Port. We are going to, on Symphony of the Seas, we're going down to the Bahamas and Florida. Perfect day. It is amazing. So come join us if you would like to do that. We got about 20 people so far. We're going to have a great time. Jeff said, when you're on Magnifica, do you know if you get the more expensive drinks, do you pay the whole break? No, you pay. So on MSC, when you get the drink package, if you have the Easy Plus or whatever package you have, if say for the Easy, for your drink package, it covers drinks up to $11. If there's a drink that's $15, you pay $4 for that. Same thing if you have the drink package that covers you up to $13, you buy a $15 drink, it's $2. The only issue that you're going to run into, and it depends on who the servers are, but there are places on the ship where you cannot use like the Easy Plus package. So technically, I think you're not supposed to be able to use it at specialty dining. I've never had an issue where I went to specialty dining and they were like, nope, can't use your package here. I don't think they care. I think it's a little too restrictive on that. So I think they just do it. But yeah, you do not pay for the whole drink. You only pay for the difference between your package and what the cost of the beverage is. Jeff, I will add you to our little board here too. Again, if you're new here, we give out a book every week. We spin the wheel at the end. We give out a book and we give out coffee or tea from our sponsor, mainly coffee. Roger and Sarah donate a coffee and tea for us every week to give away. And then we take that and we don't monetize this, so you don't have to see any ads. So if you're new here, that's what we do. We spin the wheel at the end and 2 people win. Since we have a lot of people, if we land on one that has 2 people, both of you win. We're not going to, be stingy with it. Also, this week for the book, I wanted to do something different since we're closing in on the holidays. If you win the book this week, you can pick whatever book you want, and we will send you that book within reason. It has to be like a paperback. Don't have me shipping out $50 books. But yeah, you can pick whatever book you want and I will send it to you. Damien, I just did my video the other day on Ocean Key. I'm sure that you saw that video. If you didn't, it's brand new on our channel just a few days ago. Was it yesterday? God, I don't know. These days, I'm telling you. But Ocean Key looks beautiful, and they're closing in a few months for a few weeks to clean things up. But the island itself looks amazing. I did an overnight there. It was a blast. If you were staying there late, or at least till it gets dark, they are doing the light show twice on the lighthouse. It's a ton of fun. I recommend it. It's the same all the time, but it is really fun. I'm guessing they may add another light show too. That'd be really fun. Any other questions here? Anybody have any other questions so I don't have to pitch all the other things? Hey, Jeff. Yeah, you could pay an upcharge for different beers. Yeah, for instance, if you drink something that's not like included in your package, whatever beer, whatever's more expensive. I don't know. Is Stella more expensive than Heineken? I don't drink beer. So if you drink Stella, or if you're drinking like Guinness, or I don't know, whatever would be more money, or even like an IPA or something, Purple Haze or something like that. Yeah, you could just pay a few dollars extra and get that get that drink. That's totally fine. And again, sometimes it really does depend on your bars. So my rule of thumb is, the same as on land. If you're sitting at a bar and you throw a tip down, even though I know tips are included already, but it's the same thing in real life, right? If you go up and you sit at a bar and you throw a 10 spot on the bar, they're not even looking at your card. They're just going to give you drinks. They'll swipe it and just put in a beer, whatever. In my experience, if you're cool with them, they're cool with you. They don't care. It's not, it's not that big of a deal. Dom, no, it doesn't close until April. It's only closed for 3 weeks. So you wouldn't be stopping there if it was closed. So those cruises are not going to stop at Ocean Key. So, yeah, you'll be fine in February. All's well. April, I think it's April 20th or something like that. I forget. April 13th, maybe. It's on one of my news, last week's news or something like that. My news today, everybody I'm sure saw that Royal Caribbean has ended ties with Ben & Jerry, so they're going to switch up those sweets now. And there will not be a Ben & Jerry sweet or Ben & Jerry's ice cream on Royal anymore. They're going with their own brand of ice cream. All right, running through here. I don't see any more questions. Let me know if you do have questions. I really appreciate it. Anybody else have any cruises coming up? Any fun cruises? Also, if anybody would like to join us for any cruise, obviously we're doing the group cruise in October, but if you ever want to join us on a cruise, let me know. I'm going to post our schedule on the website, which is bitesizecruises.com, which I don't advertise ever, which I should. And if you would like to join us, I'm going to put a link on next to each one of those if you would like to book them and come with us on a cruise. If you do come with us on a cruise, we make t-shirts for every cruise, and you will get one of our fun t-shirts for free. And you don't have to hang out, you don't have to hang out with us the whole time. We do work a decent amount, but you don't have to hang out with us. You're more than welcome to hang out with us, but you can do your own thing, and we'll give you a free shirt, and we can meet up and do fun stuff. Jeff is going on Magnifica January 29th. You're going to have a great time. Don't worry about that. Jeff, are you doing the overnight at Ocean Key on yours? Charlie, you're doing the cruise we're doing in March. In January, that's going to be a blast. You can let us know how that goes. I'm sure that's going to be awesome. And then Maravilia, March 3rd. You're going to love Maravilia. The promenade that they have, the ceiling is amazing. They do those 2 shows in the morning and at night. So much fun. I like Maravilia a lot. Again, to me, like Seascape's still my favorite of the ships, but only because Maravilia to me just felt like Royal Caribbean. It was like Royal Caribbean Light, but it was great. I love the ship. There's so much to do. The specialty dining's very good. The other thing about if you're going on any of the MSC ships that aren't the Magnifica because it's older, go to Hola Tacos. Do not get a dining package for it. It's $17. It's great. The food's great. It's all you can eat Mexican food. You can get tacos. You can get some apps. You can get desserts. $17 a person is very, very, very much worth it. And hopefully that doesn't go up in price. All right, Tom just confirmed it is April 7th through May 22nd is when Ocean Key is closed. So, Jeff, my favorite beach on Ocean Key is the little cove. There's like this little cove where you could do like paddling and stuff. I really like it there. And then if not, I go all the way back to the back over the little bridge and I hang out back there. Otherwise, it gets really sunny and really crowded on the main left side beach at Ocean Key. It's beautiful. The whole place is beautiful. Yeah, Jeff, if you're leaving at 10 p.m., at least you're going to get to see the light show, which is awesome. There'll be 2 light shows before you go. Tony's on the Allure in February. Tony, I got to do that this year too. I really want to get on Allure. 2 old farts are going on Seascape in June. That's going to be really, really fun. Felicia, you're going to go on the Magnifica as well. You're going right before them. That's awesome. Scott, they will drive you. Scott, good to see you here too. They will drive you to get the party down there. Scott, I'm going to add you to the board too. All right, you're good. Yeah, they'll take you guys. Obviously, they'll take the wedding party. You guys first, they'll take you down there, and then they'll bring the rest of them in like a little tram. There's plenty of transportation on the island. The little roads are very open and wide. It's very like accessibility friendly. It's great. They will definitely take care of you there. Peter, I would do you could do a package for 2. So I would do like you could just do one. I think it's like 50 some bucks. It depends on which one you want to go to. If you do Ocean Key or Ocean K, whatever, call it whatever you want to call it. Ocean K, which is confusing because it's the seafood restaurant as well. It's really good. I think that one's like 50. And then the steak place is like 55 or 60, something like that per person. But if you're doing 2, do the package because it's cheaper to do the package. And then if you're doing 1, I would say do 1 and do like all out tacos outside of the package. But yeah, I would do on that ship, you could do butcher's cut. I would do 2. Obviously it's up to you if you're, your budget and everything else. But if I was picking 2 for sure. Yeah, all tacos is $17.99 per person. Yeah, if you missed the yacht club, I would definitely do specialty dining. At least a couple. There's so many good restaurants. Butcher's Cut's really, really good, and you could eat like out on the promenade. We did that above the promenade, which was really cool. We ate at Ocean K. We ate at All Out Tacos. I think that's it. I don't remember if we ate any. No, we ate at Teppanyaki. The Teppanyaki. Look, here's what I will say. Teppanyaki on NCL is my favorite. Teppanyaki on MSC, they give you so much food. It's very, very good, and they give you so much food. It's up on the second deck of the promenade there as well. Yeah, Scott, I've been to the wedding pavilion out there. It's super easy. They will 100% drive you out there. Hey, Sana, welcome. Good to see you here. You know who's not here? Tara. I just saw Sana, and it reminded me that Tara wasn't here. Yeah, I think it's 15 or 20 bucks, Jeff. Definitely. Here's my big news. Get an umbrella. There's no shade. Get an umbrella. If you're going on the beach, get an umbrella. If you're going to be out there for more than 20 minutes, get an umbrella. Lori, I don't see you. I'm going to add you. We're going to put you next to Tara because Tara's not here. That might be the worst handwriting I've ever done on any of these live streams. All right. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, Damien, back to you. I would highly recommend doing a few specialty dining. So many good options. The sushi was really good. The teppanyaki is definitely good. All depends on your taste. Butcher's Cut's good. It's not as good as teppanyaki or seafood. If you like seafood and a little bit of upscale, so it's not like Hooked on Royal Caribbean, which is like kind of Boston seafood, which is like, lobster rolls and that kind of thing. It's more upscale seafood. So if you like that, it would be great. If you don't, then I would do a couple of the other ones. But you could, you're going to love this specialty dining. It's really good. Jeff, 100% please get an umbrella. Get 2. No, the Lighthouse Bar is really easy at night. It's shocking that more people don't go out there. I always laugh because it's like there's no one out there. A lot of times what happens is since the ship is leaving at a certain time, people are a little paranoid about being out there and then there's a really long line to get back on the ship after the light show. So a lot of people stay on the ship to watch the light show. You also have a really good view from the ship. And I just did on my last cruise, I did the Scenic Lake Cruise, which was an excursion. I think it was $70. That was awesome. There you go. Damien reserved 2 umbrellas. You need them. There's no trees that are higher than like 8 foot tall. I'm going to take Joel Embiid with me to stand over me so I can get some sun. Yeah, Jeff, you'll be good later in the evening. You'll be totally fine out there. It's really fun. They do a bonfire on the beach. They have like a party, a DJ out there. There's no one out there. It's very light. There's like 50 people. It's great. You'll have a great time. All right, we're going to do the book and the coffee. Remember, if you win a book this time, you get to pick your whatever book you would like. Has to be paperback. I really don't care. You can pick some, whatever you want. I don't care. And then we're going to give away coffee and or tea, whatever you prefer. Again, if you would like to get a holiday card in the mail, email me at jp@bitesizecruises.com, your mailing address, and you will get a card. If you don't get one for any reason, by next week's live stream, which will be the 20th, please let me know, and I will make sure that they go out. AJ was having surgery, so I didn't want to put too much pressure on her to get things done. Yeah, Tom, they still scan you on and off to make sure everybody gets back on the ship. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Let's do the book first. All right, Fred. So Fred and Lisa, you guys can pick a book. I don't think Rob's here. So Rob, if you are here, you get to Rob from Here Today, Where Tomorrow. You get to pick a book too if you are here. Yeah, Yacht Club will get you. You have like a private waiting room when you get off the ship at Ocean Key. You walk up to the right, and there's like a private waiting area for Yacht Club, and then they whisk you away to the beautiful Yacht Club area, which is a rocky beach, unfortunately. Sorry. But the place where you eat lunch and everything is amazing. I sat on the grass. It's my like pro tip. Sit on the grass up there. It's way nicer than the sand. Also, Damien, plenty of umbrellas, and those umbrellas are free if you're on the Yacht Club beach. All right, let's do coffee or tea now. Remember, Fred, you can pick whatever book you want. Just send me an email. Let me know what book you want. I don't think Duke's here, so I'm going to respin. But Duke, if you are here, just yell. Desiree, look at that. First time in the live stream, and you win some coffee. So Desiree, email me. I'm going to put my email in here so that you have it. Email me at jp@bitesizecruises.com and send me your email address. Not your email address. I cannot email you coffee. Send me your mailing address, and I will send you coffee. You'll also get a holiday card. Jeff, the live streams are every Wednesday at 7 p.m. So every Wednesday at this time, this is a set time. And then we put out videos every other day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, videos go out at 5 p.m. every day. And on Sunday, Cruise News goes out at 11 a.m. So hope everybody has a wonderful night. We will see everybody next Wednesday. Lisa, thank you so much. I will tell AJ you said to get well soon. She's doing well. I talked to her. She's feeling yucky because she had surgery, but hopefully she'll be better soon, and she'll be here on the 27th, as will Meg, for the extravaganza live stream. 2 weeks from now, we are doing a live stream next week, standard one just like this. 2 weeks from now, we will be doing the last live stream of the year. We will be giving away something every 5 minutes. We'll be giving away books. We'll be giving away coffee. We'll be giving away gift cards, appliances, who knows, a free cruise, the whole 9 yards. So we'll see everybody next week. Hope everybody has a great night. I really, really appreciate everybody coming to the live stream. We will see you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and talk to everybody soon. Thanks so much. Bye.